Good afternoon and welcome to the post-game press conference for the FIBA Asia Cup 2022. Group D game between Philippines and India. The game ended with score 101 for Philippines and 59 for India. The Indian team Coach Vasilin Matic and Moin Bek Hafiz, player number 7, have joined us. So may I ask you to switch off your mobile phones. The press conference will be conducted in English. Coach Matic, can you please give us your comments?
Know that from this group will be very, very difficult for us to come out, and then decision was that we are coming with a young team over there, and our chance is because Korea withdraw, and then we have a qualification for the next year. That is World Champion qualification, Asia game, and then for 2025, I think with a couple of new players after under 16, what we had very good. That is idea we are coming here, and we are coming here to learn. It's good to learn from a team like the Philippines, what I really respect from my long Asian career. I really respect. That is the same story from last against New Zealand, what is all-time member of the World Championship, or almost to the Olympics. And that is teams what you really respect. And then if you are saying that is a reality that in this group, be Lebanon, who is in a top 8 every time, that is a very, very hard group. I think the hardest group in this one. And we didn't have too much. Maybe margin is high, but on some part of the game, I'm happy. On the lot of part, I cannot happy, especially today that we are, day before, we had 20, how many turnovers against New Zealand? 27. Today we are a little bit better. We are 23, and the first half we have 15 turnovers. And good team, they play between 7 and 10 turnovers all the game. And then I play all time my team around 15. When I coach Iran, my friend Reza is here, that is around 15, and then with the 15 we are forced fast break, everything that is possible. But 25 or 27 is too much. Another one today, that is free throws. We are shoot very bad free throws. That is when players care from a decision what they have to do. That is, they shoot 12 from 20 free throws, and last one, what is also under any level, layup shot, that is for a 2, 13 from a 37, that is under 30%. That is every time. The best way, if you don't look at quality of the team, look in statistics, and most time you will find what is different in between two teams. I find, because I don't want to look at the opposite side, I will only looking in my team. And then I know that we have to make better try to make better for the next game.
Thank you, Coach. Moin, can you also give us your comments?
Today wasn't our day, so everybody is young. Everybody is understanding the game better day by day. So we have to learn a lot from other teams. The standard we are playing is getting better and better. So in India, we don't have a league, so we don't get to play a lot of like Philippine or New Zealand players. So a young team has domestic exposure is less and international exposure is less. So we have to improve on that part. Like Coach said, we have to improve our turnovers. Like we don't have to make much turnovers, and a lot of offensive rebounds in New Zealand and Philippines. We have to block that, and we have to play with less mistakes. So yeah.
Thank you. Any questions in English?
Hi, Coach. I'm Wen. I'm TK from FIBA Asia. I just want to ask you a question about what your perspective is on the future of India basketball. Obviously, you're saying there's a lot to look forward to, a lot of positives, but maybe you can go a bit more into detail about what you guys see for the future for India basketball.
Okay, anyhow, we have to talk about a little bit history. I came 3 years ago, and then new way of the competition. That is, you have to prove that you are good. Before India, every time qualified because they have a zone, in which zone they are every time the best and then going for a qualification. This time, we came here as the 16th team. On the pre-qualifier, we was the last one. But that was for us a big experience because every game we are bringing some new player. And then some of them, they are playing now, they are main player, that is, he was a young player. When he's coming, he was a young player. He's a main player now. And that is happened with some of them, step by step. Now that is a little bit safe. This championship is for nothing. You look at Chinese team, 6 players that is out of the team, they are coming here. They have to take experience. Count only one place, champion. And then all other, if you are asked who before 4 years or 8 years, which place they had, very difficult. You have to take our friend and then to tell us. That is the meaning. Our direction is we have good bodies, solid skills, we don't have experience. Experience will come. Who don't have a height, it's a struggle. Who don't have a skills, maybe can improve. But who don't have experience, will take experience. That is something what we are expecting. When I came in India, when I say it is, that is 2025, I expect that India can be in a top 8 team in Asia. Plus that is meaning 6. We went under 16, we are in under 16 fifth. Plus New Zealand, Australia, that is a 3, in a top 3, without China. China didn't come. And for a time, that is the plan. What is the plan of the India?
Future, actually, we have to work hard every day. So the training camp is on, and first of all, we don't get to train like before 3 years before coach comes. We don't get to train every year, like every month. We have a break of 6 months, 7 months, and we get to train for 20-25 days. Now we get to train for a whole year. So we have to train every day, and a lot of players and a lot of talents are there, especially under 16, under 18 boys. So we have to lead them like as a senior player. So that's what I'm trying to do, and every day we have to get better, and we should prove what we are capable of. And we have everything, like we can do everything, but still we have the small silly mistakes we should improve on, and we will be better in upcoming tournaments. And this is what experience is like. We get to experience everything, a lot of mistakes. If you make mistake, we get experience. So yeah, we are in a learning process, so we will be better in the future.
We have a 3 player in the United States who will continue to play. That is from our source, that is from Indian source. They went to the United States to the college. And that is also a player what can play for India.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Well, thank you. This is the end of the first part of the press conference. We will be back soon with the winner team. welcome back to the second part of this post-game press conference. We now have with us Philippines teams Coach Chot Reyes and Terdi Ravena. Coach Chot, congratulations for the win. Can you please give us your comments?
Well, we wanted to come into this ball game and make sure that we come up with a better performance than our last game. That's number one, to be able to play at our level, at a certain level. And I must admit, we started the game pretty rough, but the players were able to recover, and I thought we were able to put a lot of pressure on the other team. And we knew that if we prevent this from becoming a half-court game, then it would increase our chances of winning. So I think that's what happened in this ball game.
Thank you, Coach. Terdi, can you please also give us your comments?
Well, just like what Coach Chot mentioned, we started out the game a little bit sloppy, a little bit too loose. We know that India is a very fast-paced team, and they would run out in transition whenever we make mistakes off of turnovers or when we make bad shots and we don't get the matchup quickly. They're just going to run us out. So luckily, we were able to bounce back from that in the second half, especially. We talked about it in the first half that we played a little too down, a little too grumpy in the first half, and it just goes to show that when you play as a team and when you just enjoy each other's success and when you just follow the system and trust one another, things will definitely pay off. Although that we won the game in a little bit of a margin, we can't be satisfied. We have another game in New Zealand, and they're a very, very strong team. And in the mistakes that we made earlier, would definitely be, they would definitely punish us when we make it in that game. So we have to improve with some of our technicality, some of our tactics in the game. And we just have to respect every single opponent that we have. And that's what we did today. And I'm very proud of what we did. But now it's time to move on to the next game.
Thank you. Any questions in English?
Coach, congratulations on the win. 9 assists for Quiambao. How are you liking his performance so far, and what pushed the decision to allow him to try and create for his teammates even in his position?
It wasn't meant only for this game, but that's really a strength of Kevin's game. And he's shown it since the first time he joined this team. And he just now has to be able to pick his spots. There were times we felt in the last game that the openings weren't there, and he was still trying to make it, force those passes. And we're sure New Zealand is going to be different, but we don't want to take that away from him. That's really a strength. And it's a luxury for us to have such a good passer in that position. So it wasn't anything consciously that we wanted him to do for this game. It was just us allowing him to go and play to his strengths, really.
Coach, can you just walk us through how you involved Kevin Quiambao into Gilas, because he has not played for a while. It's been years since he saw actual basketball games. What led to the decision?
You have to remember that a lot of the players on this team were identified in 2017. As early as 2017, remember when we came out with that 23 for 23 list, 30 was there, Francis Lopez, Carl Tamayo. So Kevin Quiambao has always been on our radar. And it was just a matter of activating and calling on the guys who were available from that original list that we had. And it's not a fixed list. It's a live thing. It's a work in progress. And every time there are opportunities, there are windows or tournaments, we find out who's available. And we've always wanted to get a chance to test Kevin. If there were other guys who weren't available, like Baltazar, right? So fortunately, somebody that gives an opportunity for Kevin to come up. So I know he's a surprise to a lot, but he's always been in the radar of the Gilas coaching staff.
30, same question. Your reaction to the playmaking of Kevin Quiambao?
Well, definitely love being with him on the court. It's not every day that you come across such an intelligent and aggressive passer in Kevin. So just being inside just makes me focus more on getting to my spots, because you know that when the defense reacts to whatever offense does and he has the ball, he'd most likely be able to spot that in an instant and just kick it and just give you the assist. And being with a guy like him inside the court just makes life so much easier. You know, distributing the ball from a big man's position is not, it's a little bit rare in our game nowadays. So just very fortunate to have him. I'm very proud of what he's been doing and just proud of how he's brought his strength from when he was in high school to the pros and to the international level. So I'm very fortunate to have him as a teammate, and it'll only get better from here.
Of course, when we say big man, that's relative. Big man for us.
Big man for
in
us,
the
definitely.
Philippines, but not big for the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
teams. But for us, that's a big man already.
Any other questions?
Hi, Coach. Congratulations on the win. We are Men Basket, Indonesia. I have to read this question. For the last few moments, every time we post anything about Philippine basketball, there are always a lot of comments, negative comments about you, Coach. They want you to not coaching the national team, anything like that. Reading these comments, and after we found out that those kind of comments also appears in Philippine basketball related account, how do you handle the situation? And then, does this impact you on building the squad, especially for the World Cup 2023? Thank you, Coach.
Number one, I have a secret. I don't read those comments. I am completely logged off my social media accounts. So yeah, I'm completely logged off. So I don't see those comments. Of course, people tell me and they let me know. But in the end, the way I see it is that I've been given this job. I didn't volunteer for it. I did not apply for it. I was happily retired and doing my work, enjoying my life, coaching my professional team. But my predecessor stepped down. So somebody has to do the job. It took a long time for me to accept it because I knew how difficult the job. I was given this job in February, so I'm here, 4 months only. I'm just being given 4 months, and we haven't had the opportunity to get our best players yet until today. Up to this very point, we still don't have the chance to get our best team together. So that I know that all of the negative comments comes with the job. It comes with the territory. I know in my heart that I am doing my work. I'm doing it for my country. There is no other intention behind it except to serve my country. And that's the only way I know how to serve my country. And I'm just keeping myself focused on the big picture. And the big picture is to make sure that we put together the best team for the World Championships in 2023. So everything we're doing now is preparation and a build-up for 2023. And that's where people can judge me, how well that team plays, because by that time, I am sure we would have put together our best team. But all of the tournaments that we've played so far, we did a very poor job in the Southeast Asian Games. I took responsibility and accountability for that. I did not blame anyone or anything. But all of those things, that's all part of the process. These losses, the difficulties, the adversity, and I always tell the players to just keep focused on the big picture, and that if we can consistently overcome these adversities, it will just make us stronger for 2023. So just like a basketball game, we're going to get our hits, we're going to get our bumps, we're going to get down big, but we will never give up. So to all of the bashers and the online critics and the comments, I think they just really do not know what's happening. Just what's happening behind the scenes. So, I mean, it's easy to comment from when you're just watching on television, right? But unless you really know what's going on. So I don't really mind them. I just stay focused in doing my job. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Coach, how big is this win heading into New Zealand game?
Oh, very important. Number one, at least it gets us into the next phase to get a chance to move forward. And number two, I think it prepares us for New Zealand. And we know that New Zealand is a very strong team. But the one thing that you cannot take away from these players is the fight in them. You know, we have a deep level of fight in our hearts. We know that we don't have our best team and our best players here, but it's not going to deter us. It's not going to stop us from playing at our best. And that's really all we can do. It's really all we can ask for. Not only from the players, but from the coaching staff as well. Coach Nenad did an excellent job preparing and working with these players, with the team. Coach Jong Wichiko, Coach Sandro. Everyone is pitching in. This is a total team effort. So we know that New Zealand is going to be very tough. But like I told the players, this is what we live for. You know, the hours and hours, like this guy beside me, of putting in extra work, lifting weights, getting up at 5 in the morning, going 2 a days, 3 a days. It's all for moments like this, when you're prepared to play a game that nobody expects you to win. But, you know, all we can do is go out there, give our best, give ourselves a chance, give ourselves a shot. And I always tell the players, in life, that's all we ask for, right? That we get a shot. That's all we ask for in life. That we get a shot, that we get a chance. And that's why we love this game. You know, no matter how difficult it is, no matter the adversity, we have a shot, we have a chance. And as long as we have that shot, we'll take it. We'll take it. We'd rather take the shot than miss than not take the shot at all, right? So we're right there. Bashers and all, haters and all. We'd rather take the shot and miss than not take it, right?
Any other questions? Last questions from Aris MNC Portal Indonesia for Coach. What do you think about playing in Indonesia, and how is the atmosphere here?
First of all, I'd like to commend the organizers, everyone, the volunteers, excellent work. We have encountered absolutely no problem so far. The transportation, logistics, food, accommodations, fantastic. The venue, the proximity to the hotel and the venue, I think for teams, for tournaments, that's very important. And I think the organizers done a wonderful job. And I've always loved coming to Indonesia, to Jakarta. I've been here almost every year, except for the pandemic, the last 2 years. But I was here for the Asian Games. I'm always in Bali for the conference, for the mobile and television conference. I'm here every year, so I love coming to this country, and I'm very pleased. The whole team is very pleased with the organization so far. And it lends, and that's the most important thing, to having a good atmosphere in tournaments. That you know, it's very difficult for teams to come out and enjoy everything that's going on if there are little, you know, snags here and there. But we haven't had any issues so far. So we just hope we can beat Team Indonesia, but that's a different story, right? Because they're a very, very good team. Yeah.
Yeah, the next time he goes to Bali, he has to invite me, Coach.
Well, thank you, Coach Chot. Thank you, Attorney. This is
Thank you
the
very
end
much.
of the post-game press conference.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for coming.